What's up, guys? All right, another beer review. I had just reviewed my new favorite porter, and it is a vanilla Java porter, and it was phenomenal. So hopefully you guys will see that review. I'm not sure, again, the order when I upload these beer reviews, but because I like that one so much, I have to try this one. It's the only other porter that I have to review, at least as of right now, anyway. So this one is Stone Smoked Porter Vanilla Bean. On the top says it's limited, so it's a winter edition. I love their artwork. It's phenomenal. I mean, the same people. The only other stuff I've had from Stone Brewery so far is their Arrogant Bastard, which is extremely popular, and then their Double Bastard, which was basically a stronger version of it. So this is the first time I'm trying one of their porters. So the bottom says porter with vanilla beans. Simple, right? 5.9% ABV on this. Again, artwork is so cool. So back there, where is he? There we go. That is awesome. That'd be a cool tattoo. But anyway, larger bottle. It says 1 pint, 6 fluid ounces. All right, so let's read it on the back here what they say. All right. In 2006, almost exactly 10 years after we first released Stone's Smoked Porter, Stone small batch brewer Laura Ulrich had a brilliant idea. What if she added whole Madagascar vanilla beans to the small batch of the finished beer? And voila, Stone Smoked Porter with vanilla bean was born. It was an instant hit as the resulting flavor combinations, rich vanilla melding with the malty, chocolatey, coffee-like characteristics of the beer, were practically made for each other. Originally available only as an occasional growler, fill, or on tap, all too briefly at special events or in a restaurant. This exquisite creation was released in a single bottle run for the first year in 2012, much to the delight of many fans who instantly began clamoring for more. Your voices have been heard. So there we go. Let's see what this one is all about. So, and also, awesome bottle cap. For anyone who collects those, I know some people out there collect these bottle caps. It's actually a good thing to save these in a container to see what kind of beer you've tried. But unfortunately, some companies, they don't say specifically what it is. They'll just have a company logo or something. So it might be hard to keep track. Ooh, it smells really, really good. This might give the other one its run for its money. All right, there's tons of vanilla. This is very similar to the other one that I just reviewed, only intensified, even bolder. Huge, huge vanilla smell. Still a little bit of chocolate. And maybe a little bit of that smoke. There's something else there I can't quite distinguish. Anyway, let's get this poured out. Nice and dark. Lots of carbonation. Don't overflow on me. Here we go. Alright, so nice big 2.5 finger head on this. Alright, super dark brown. It's not really black or anything. I mean, you look around the edges, you can see that deep dark brown color. The head's a slight off-white. Lots of wonderful smells going on there. Same thing, vanilla, chocolate, malt, tons of malt. The one this porter has, the other one didn't, is a lot of malt up front too in the smell. You can really tell outside the bottle and the mug now. It smells delicious, so here we go. That was interesting. I gotta get another sip here. All right. I like this. I like the other porter more, and I'll tell you why. This one is slightly different. The thing that it has in common is that there's tons of vanilla here. You really taste the vanilla. It's up front. It's very good. The chocolate notes there are very good. Just a little bit of subtle coffee. But what's different about this one in particular is that there's a big bitter punch at the end from the hops. Almost bitter like an IPA. And it's a really weird combination. It's right at the finish. I mean, you're drinking it, you're like, oh, this is really good, and then you swallow, and what is that? Why is it bitter? You know, why is it that bitter anyway? It still tastes really good though. Can't take away from the flavor. It's fantastic. Sorry, Gus he's snoring away. He's not feeling good. Gus, you alright? Cracked an eye. He's like, poor baby. Alright, anyway. Fantastic flavor. It really is good. It's just the bitterness at the end is a little bit weird because I just have the other one's perfect. Sweet, smooth, creamy. This one's not quite as creamy. The flavors are very similar, but just bitter instead of creamy, which is a weird twist. It's not bad though. Let me just say that right now. This is delicious, and if I didn't have the other one, I would say this is very, very good. But because I like the other one that much, it brings this down a notch. It says it's a smoked porter. You taste a little something on the end. I don't know if that's contributing to the bitterness, but there's a little bit something there. I like it. I say maybe not quite as much as the other one, but it's really good. So anyway, I'll keep enjoying this, really taste it, and give you my opinions when I'm at the last sip. So I'll see you soon. All right, there it is, last sip. All right, final conclusions and thoughts on this. I like this. It's really, really good. It's just different than the other vanilla porter that I had, which I like more. And you know, like, I'm just going to reiterate what I said earlier in the video, is that this one has a lot of bitterness to it, and the other one I really enjoyed because it was sweet. It didn't have any like bitter kick. There's certain beers that I really like, and they're very bitter, and I like them for their specific flavor profile, mainly IPAs. But this one, I would have liked to be a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit on the dry side. It has kind of like a dry finish to it. That bitterness, you just can't shake it. It's something I don't like in this particular one. But it doesn't make it bad. It just makes it not as good as other ones that I've had. And again, this is just, of course, my opinion. Overall, though, with this one, the more I drank it, excuse me, the more I tasted more malts. In the beginning, it was basically all vanilla. A little bit of coffee, a little bit of chocolate, stuff like that, following it. But the more I drank it, it became mostly a malty flavor. You know, good smoked malts. And there's definitely vanilla in there, you know, kind of after the fact. Overall, it's really good. I do like it. Just not my favorite porter because, again, you know, the fact that it wasn't as sweet as I would have liked. But definitely worth checking out. It's worth trying. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but most of the micro brews or these specialty beer thing, I mean, they're all kind of expensive anyway, but it's on par. It's about $10, $11 for, you know, this larger bottle. So anyway, worth checking out. Not my favorite, but definitely offers tons and tons of flavor, and it's unique. I haven't had anything like it. So that's it. That's the Stone Vanilla Bean Porter, Smoked Porter. That's my review. If you guys have had this particular one, let me know in the comments, and tell me what you think. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon.